What is the easiest, most simple hearing aid on the market right now that gets the Keith seal of approval? Let's find out.
Hearing aids for life, here's the answer.
Welcome everyone, Keith from Here's the Answer in the Dalles, Oregon. And a common question I get, especially when people get to a certain age, is I want something that's simple. I don't want bells, I don't want whistles. I want the simplest thing that frankly they can't screw up or I can't screw up. What product is that? The Phonak Infinio Virto hearing aid. End of the video. Jokes. All right. Here's why I love this hearing aid. First of all, you don't have to get the color black. This is the hip color to get. They come in the normal pink skin tone or other skin tone colors. This one's one of the easiest things to get in your ear. Done. Done. So getting it in and out, I don't know of anything easier on the market. Charging it. Now you would have a cord plugged into this. That's it. If that was a real hearing aid and this was plugged in, you would see a light flashing down here and the same on the other side if you had two of them. What about turning your hearing aid up and down? There is a single button right there, and when the hearing aid's in, the button is right in the middle of my ear and I can fumble around like your thumb. You don't even have to feel it. If you press that button, you'll hear a beep and the right hearing aid will raise the volume. And if you had one on the left side, that would lower the volume. That's the standard part for turning your hearing aid up or down. If you needed a few extra features that are still very simple, Bluetooth. That same button would answer a phone call if you had it hooked up to your cell phone, for example. If you press and held the button for a second, it would hang up the call. There are apps. I'm definitely not going to jump into the apps for this simple video, but these will hook up to apps. But this is simple. You can turn the hearing aid up simply, down simply, easy to get in, easy to get out. Even with arthritis and bad numbness in the fingers, I don't have many patients that cannot get this in. I phrased that weird. I don't know if I've ever had a patient that can't get this one in and out of their ears. This is the easiest thing I have. And most importantly, it's got the Phonak sound quality. As you know, Phonak is one of my big three favorite hearing aids, kind of my big two. I love Phonak and Oticon are my top two. Starkey kind of rounds out my top three, but it's my favorite sound quality on the market. So it sounds good, easy to get in, out, and it's rechargeable. No more batteries to mess with. So that's my easiest, simplest hearing aid on the market. If you have something else you think's easier, drop it in the comment below. Thanks for those of you who watched this video to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hearing aids for life, here's the answer.